Russian forces have been carrying out a non-stop assault on Ukraine. Kyiv has accused Moscow of committing war crimes. The West seems convinced and is pushing for a wider probe. And now, on the 84th day of the Russia-Ukraine war, for the first time, a Russian soldier is on trial for war crimes. This is Sergeant Vadim Shishimarin. These visuals are from a district court in the Ukrainian capital. He was part of a captured tank unit. The 21-year-old is charged with war crimes and premeditated murder. He is accused of killing an unarmed civilian in a northeast Ukrainian village on the 28th of February. If convicted, he faces life imprisonment. The tiny room was packed with journalists and cameras. The accused himself sat in a glassed-off area. The proceedings were brief. When the judge asked if he was guilty of the allegations, the Russian trooper responded, yes.
Чи ви визнаєте себе винуватим в даному кримінальному провадженні? Повністю?
Повністю.
Не відмовляєтесь від дачі показань? Не відмовляєтеся.
Ukraine has accused Russia of atrocities and brutality against the civilians during the invasion. Kyiv claims that it has identified more than 10,000 possible war crimes. Russia has denied targeting civilians or involvement in the war crimes and accused Kyiv of staging them to smear its forces. It was not immediately clear how many of the suspects are in Ukrainian hands and how many would be tried in absentia. The cases will test the Ukrainian justice system at a time when international institutions are conducting their own investigations into abuses allegedly committed by the Russian forces. Meanwhile, hundreds of Ukrainian soldiers have surrendered at the besieged Azovstal plant in the port city of Mariupol. Kyiv is hoping to exchange the surrendered Ukrainian fighters, but Russia is yet to confirm if they will be part of a prisoner swap. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, some 959 fighters have surrendered since the 16th of May, including 80 injured. According to the Russian state agency, an investigative committee in Moscow is planning to question the soldiers. The Kremlin spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, refused to say whether the Ukrainian soldiers would be treated as criminals or prisoners of war. But they have guaranteed that the soldiers would be treated according to the relevant international laws. Ukrainians in the capital city brimmed with pride over how outgunned fighters held out against the Russian troops for weeks, but also voiced fear for them now that they were the captives. The Ukrainian president has said that negotiations are ongoing with Moscow over what the future would hold for the last soldiers inside Azovstal. The conflict has left thousands dead and forced millions to flee their homes. Russian forces stand accused of committing war crimes, and to gather evidence of the alleged crimes, the International Criminal Court is deploying its largest ever field team to Ukraine. The team includes 42 investigators, forensic experts, and support staff. The United States State Department has also announced a special unit to research, document, and publicize Russian war crimes. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.